me.
Alright, how's it going?
Very good.
How much do you want for the Nintendo?
It's the best offer. Somebody tried to offer me $5. Can you believe it? I said, are you crazy or what?
Does it work?
Of course it works. It's got everything in it. It's got the paintwork and
You take 20?
minimum, anything over 100, yeah. I can sell the box online for like $50. Just the box. It's just really crazy. I wouldn't buy no box for $50, but I can't believe there's people out there that buy it. It's just people will buy anything. Just go up.
What's up, Internet? Corey Zamir here. Alright, so today, as I might have mentioned on my last video, I can't remember, going to be holding my own tag sale today. So, I couldn't resist running out to take a look at a few other tag sales, because Townwide Tag Sale in Southington, my hometown, I'm exhausted. Just ran up a fucking driveway. It's easy going down those steep driveways, hard getting back up, especially when you only found one game, which I'll show you later. Hopefully I'll get some footage from my own tag sale. I don't know how interesting that will be to see me selling games that you've probably seen me pick up in the past, so let's get it done. So Internet, I fucked up. I meant to record some of this of my own tag sale. The initial hour is over and a lot of the good stuff's gone. I do have some decent stuff, but it's like most of the consoles are broken. I think I have like one working console left, 2 working consoles left. And I forgot to record everything because I was bringing it all out. So let's take a look at what I got here. Fuck that is. Old wrestling shoes that I used for 4 days exactly, and an ass ton of magic cards. So I think so far I sold a gigantic box of Nintendo Power magazines. Had some computer game magazines in it too, and my mom's gonna interrupt this. And also sold an NES that doesn't work, needs new pins, a fuck ton of controllers, a few games here and there, mostly just controllers. Big seller today in Nintendo Power magazines. Not sure if I'm going to be getting enough for the Wii U, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Look at this monster of a sandwich. God damn! Alright, Internet. Didn't go out tag sailing, or didn't do much tag sailing or garage sailing this week. And the flea market was rained out, so nothing there. But despite all that, I had my best find ever. And it was at my own tag sale. Let's start with what I did get at a tag sale that I actually ran to right before I opened my own up. And that was because they had a boxed NES. Unfortunately, the guy wanted like $120, which was like $40 more than the cheapest boxed NES on eBay. but he did have some PlayStation 2 games, and one of them looked interesting, so I picked it up. I paid $2 for this, even though the price tag says $3. Yanya Cabalista City Skater. It's an interesting game. It looks like it originally came with a fingerboard that you put over the 2 analog sticks on the controller, and instead of controlling it this way, you control it this way, which is really, really awkward. I don't know if this game is even playable without the fingerboard, but for $2, I took a risk. It looks interesting. It's made by Koei. It'd be a decent game. And since I'm definitely going to have to save the best for last, I'm actually going to show you something that I actually picked up at my own tag sale. It's not the big find. I've had Aladdin for a while, but as you can see, like, it's got some sticker residue here, which I haven't peeled off because the sticker's a bitch. It's got some one on the back. The manuals beat the shit, and the label on the actual game cart is pretty shitty. It's like really dirty. Sam from the Plainville Flea Market actually stopped by my tag sale. He picked up a few games. I gave him a good deal, and he actually had found recently a much better condition of Aladdin, so we're going to be doing a trade. This one's in like damn near perfect condition. Still has the hang tab, no sticker residue. Everything's perfect about it. Very happy about that. Let's get into what I got from Sam's Flea Market when I went, because I headed there right after the tag sale. So, as always, picked up something from Sam's Flea Market, Plainville Flea Market at the Crossing. Always doesn't roll off the tongue, you know. Picked up some Nintendo 64 games this week. I'm not sure why. I've been eyeing Diddy Kong Racing for a while, because this is my favorite kart racer. And really, really good game. I actually like this a lot more than Mario Kart 64, so if you disagree with that, leave a comment below, but that's just my opinion. Diddy Kong Racing all the way. And another game I really like, probably my favorite Star Wars game, Shadows of the Empire. You get to play as Dash Rendar. It's a very cool way to bridge the gap between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Probably should have made a movie out of this. Hey, maybe they will. They have to make a fucking Star Wars movie every year for the next 5,000 years, so maybe they can get around to that one eventually. To prepare you for my best pickup ever, I have to tell you a little bit of a backstory on this. Well, let's take a trip back in time. So, to start the story, we go back to when I was 16, and for some reason or another, I decided I wanted to play my old Pokemon games that I had. So I went and naturally looked for the red and blue box that I always kept my Game Boy games in. There were many treasures in there, but I couldn't find it in its usual place behind the chair. So I checked under the red and blue table. Red and blue box? Why wouldn't it be under red and blue table? It wasn't. I searched high. No avail. I searched low. I cleaned my room out at least 3 times over the past 10 years with the thought in the back of my head that I might find these games one day. So when it resurfaced finally at my tag sale this weekend, hidden under a bunch of magic cards in a box that was in the shed, I was doing the opposite of this. So that's right. After 10 years, 10 long years, I found what I've been looking for. Over a third of my damn life. The red and blue box. Delve into its treasures. First up, we're going to have to start off a little bit light because I don't want to overload you with all the awesomeness that was contained in this box. We had James Bond 007 for the Game Boy, Final Fantasy Legend 3, which is unfortunately it's the Sunsoft release. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I know that was the re-release. we had Shadowgate Classic. This game brought my piss to a boil on so many fucking occasions. Because I had no concept at the time of an unfair game. Next up, we have a game that I feel like, after hearing other people talk about it, I probably never gave a fair shake when I was a kid. We had The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and I never got into this game. I remember trying to start it up multiple times, and I just could not get into it at all. Not that I was ever into any Zelda games as a kid, anyway. Here we go. These last 6 games have eluded me. This red and blue box has eluded me for 10 years, and finally, I found it. First up, we have Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Crystal, which I actually found recently at a thrift store for just $3. But all the save batteries on these still work. Miraculous. Pokemon Yellow, the Special Pikachu Edition. And then the ones that started it all for me. Red and Blue. And now, I don't feel like this could have come at a better time. Pokemon X and Y dropping in less than 20 days. And I found what I've been looking for over a fucking third of my life. My childhood Pokemon games. Yesterday was a good day. Speaking of Pokemon X and Y, I did pre-order both versions yesterday at my local GameStop, and they gave me 2 posters. One is of Xerneas and Yveltal, I think that's how you say the name. Don't know how well this is displaying because these are fucking huge. And on the other side, there's 2 posters here, so I'm just showing you both sides, is the new region, Kalos, which is based in France, I believe. Of course, I don't think I have any wall space for these, but they're pre-order posters, pretty cool to have, great to have too. And I know I've said in the past that I was going to get a Wii U, and I've had to put $400 into my car recently, and I could not see putting $700 out of my paycheck this week, so I ended up canceling my pre-order for the Wii U Special Edition Zelda Wind Waker, which I'm not too happy about, but I feel like I made the adult decision. One of the few adult decisions I ever make is to not spend money on something, especially when Pokemon X and Y are dropping in less than 20 days, and I can't see playing any Wii U game as soon as those come out. So, Pokemon X and Y in 20 days, no Wii U for me. So, the tag sale went well, made $187. Saw a lot of the people that I consider my competition, sold all the Nintendo powers I had. I did go through most of them and take out posters that I wanted to keep, so I don't feel bad about that. I actually made what I spent on them, which was good. I think it was like $40 or $50, and I think I got $45 for them. And got rid of basically all the extra, well, except for the ones that I randomly have sitting here that I didn't think about, PlayStation 2 controllers. Gave the guy a really good deal. Got rid of one of the Nintendos. For the other Nintendos I actually ordered some 72-pin connectors so I can fix them. I actually broke mine by playing Pac-Mania, which is a 10-gen cart. And when I tried to take it out, I could not get it out, so I had to use pliers. And that must have fucked up the pins in there, so I'm going to have to replace that. I also sold about half of the games that I wanted to get rid of, and the stuff that's left is like literal garbage that probably only I would have picked up, which makes me rethink. I have to be a little bit more selective at what I pick at tag sales, because when I find games, sometimes I'll just buy everything. Like, I kind of have like this no games left behind mentality sometimes, especially when I've hit like 10 tag sales, found nothing, and then I find some mediocre titles at the 11th. I tend to try and pick them up, even if it's like Mary Kate and Ashley Horse Adventure 2 or something, I don't know. Thank you for joining me for another weekend adventure in video game hunting. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're in Connecticut, be sure to check out Sam's booth at the Plainville Flea Market at the Crossing. He's open 9 to, I believe, 5 every weekend. Just don't get there before I do, because I want first crack at these games, yo. So, I am probably going to start thrift shopping again this week. I've stopped by my local Goodwill a few times, and there's jack shit there. But, you know. Also, another update I want to tell you real quick, because this phone is pissing me the fuck off. That last shot I did, 5 takes, and the audio desyncs every fucking time. Cannot deal with it anymore. Definitely going to be upgrading to at least an iPhone 5 this week, which I hear doesn't have those problems. Probably not getting the 5S because I don't think it's worth it, the extra $100. Randomly, if you wanted an iPhone 4S, they're only like $1 with the contract now. I thought that was really ridiculous, but anyway, for real now, keep it real, internet.